In this video, we'll be taking a look at one NBA game happening on December 9th, 2024, and providing you with a free team pick and total pick for this game, so 2 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this one NBA game after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. New York Knicks versus Toronto Raptors. There is only one NBA game on Monday night, featuring a matchup between the New York Knicks and the Toronto Raptors. This game marks the first of 4 encounters between the two teams this season. The Knicks are coming off a disappointing home loss to the Detroit Pistons, falling 120-111 and losing outright as 8.5-point favorites. Meanwhile, the Raptors also lost at home, dropping a 125-118 decision to the Dallas Mavericks, but they managed to cover the spread as 7.5-point underdogs. The New York Knicks' recent performance has been a bit of a mixed bag. They defeated the Charlotte Hornets but were bested by the Detroit Pistons, which ended a 4-game winning streak. Looking ahead, they will face the Atlanta Hawks, Minnesota Timberwolves, and New Orleans Pelicans. As for the Toronto Raptors, they've endured back-to-back losses against the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Dallas Mavericks. Their upcoming schedule includes games against the Miami Heat, Chicago Bulls, and Brooklyn Nets. The New York Knicks have been in strong form, having won 9 of their last 12 games overall. However, they will be aiming to bounce back after their 4-game win streak was snapped by the Pistons in a 120-111 defeat on Saturday. The Knicks shot an impressive 53% from the field and connected on 11 of 34 three-pointers. Despite this, they struggled defensively, allowing 39 points in the first quarter and falling into an early 17-point hole. Although they managed to cut the deficit to just 4 points at one point, the Pistons pulled away in the final period, securing the win. On the other hand, the Toronto Raptors have shown some resilience, splitting their last 10 games, but they are now hoping to avoid a 3rd consecutive defeat after a tough 125-118 loss to the Mavericks on Saturday. Toronto shot 46% from the field and hit 15 of 39 three-point attempts. However, their defense was a major issue, especially in the first half when they allowed 70 points and trailed by as many as 24 points. Despite a strong second-half rally, they were unable to close the gap and fell short. In terms of injuries, the New York Knicks could be without key players, with both Cameron Payne and Karl Anthony Towns listed as questionable for the game. Similarly, the Raptors will be missing Bruce Brown and Emmanuel quickly due to injury concerns. This game presents a bounce-back opportunity for the Knicks after their loss to the Pistons, as they travel north to face the Raptors. The Knicks are looking to recover from a 120-111 home defeat to Detroit, which ended their 4-game win streak. Missing Karl Anthony Towns in that game was a significant blow, as they were out-rebounded by 12, and they lacked a secondary scoring option behind Jalen Brunson, who finished with 31 points. Additionally, Brunson played an exhausting 44 minutes, a sign of the ongoing issue with the Knicks' rotation ever since Tom Thibodeau became the team's coach. For the Raptors, this game wraps up a 5-game homestand where they have gone 2-2 so far, following back-to-back losses to Oklahoma City and Dallas. With a record of 7-17, Toronto is currently 2.5 games behind the 10th seed in the Eastern Conference. While it's clear that the Raptors are in a rebuilding phase, they have still been a reliable team against the spread, covering 16 times in 24 games and 9 out of 12 games at home. Injuries have impacted the team, with Bruce Brown and Emmanuel quickly sidelined, but one player to watch is R.J. Barrett. Over his last 10 games, Barrett has been playing at a high level, averaging 25 points per game. Despite their overall struggles, the Raptors have been one of the best teams in the league against the spread. With a 16-8 record against the spread, they are tied for 2nd in the NBA. The team is getting healthier, with Scotty Barnes and Grady Dick returning after missing several games, and Kelly Olynyk is gradually reintegrating into the lineup. Toronto's wing players, Barnes and Barrett, provide scoring, while Jakob Poeltl continues to be a reliable presence in the post, averaging a double-double on the season. During their 5-game homestand, the Raptors have picked up strong wins over the Miami Heat and the Indiana Pacers. Meanwhile, the Knicks are coming off a loss to the Pistons at home, and now they face a tough test against a Raptors team that has been excellent against the spread, especially with most of their top players healthy. The real question for this game is how much trust you should put in the New York Knicks. With With a road record of 6-6 straight up and a less than convincing 5-7 mark against the spread, the Knicks have been inconsistent on the road. The potential absence of Karl Anthony Towns, who is questionable with a knee issue, could further weaken their chances. We saw how much the Knicks missed him in their recent loss to Detroit. On the other hand, the Raptors have been much more effective at home, with 6 of their 7 wins coming at Scotiabank Arena. Given their strong against the spread record, the Raptors should be able to stay competitive in this game. The Toronto Raptors have been steadily improving and have continued to perform well against the spread. They have covered in 7 of their last 10 games and have a 16-8 against the spread record for the season. In contrast, the New York Knicks have struggled on the road, with 6 of their 9 losses coming away from home. Karl Anthony Towns' status is uncertain due to a knee injury, and the Knicks have struggled to cover when favored by 4 or more points, losing 3 times in their last 8 such games. Therefore, the Toronto Raptors to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Knicks are known for their shooting ability, with several players capable of knocking down three-pointers. Lately, they have been hitting the over in their games. The top 4 scorers for New York all average over 2 three-pointers per game, and their ability to space the floor leads to easy scoring opportunities. Meanwhile, the Raptors play at a fast pace, ranking 5th in the league in possessions per game. Most of their scoring comes from beyond the arc, and they use a guard-heavy lineup to push the ball in transition. While Karl Anthony Towns is listed as questionable, it's likely that he will play in this game. The Raptors have been high-scoring in their recent games, going over the total in their last game while putting up 118 points against the Mavericks. The Knicks have also scored 121 points or more in each of their last 2 games, both of which went over the total. When these 2 teams met last season, the over hit in 3 of their 4 matchups, with the combined scoring average being 241 points per game. The Knicks rank last in the league in possessions per game, but they are one of the best shooting teams in the league. On the other hand, the Raptors are 5th in possessions per game and also rank as one of the top scoring teams. However, their defense has been porous recently, as they have allowed over 120 points in 3 of their last 5 games. The Knicks, having scored over 120 points in 2 of their last 3 games, are in a good position to continue that trend. With both teams averaging high-scoring games, the over is likely to hit once again in this matchup. Based on recent form and historical trends, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.